This is not your ordinary cat. It doesn't chase mice, it walks on marble floors. It doesn't drink milk, it sips luxury. Meet the Ashera, the most expensive cat in the world. The story of the Ashera begins in 2006, when a California-based biotech company named Lifestyle Pets made headlines around the world. Their claim was bold: the creation of a new, exotic cat breed that no one had ever seen before. They called it the Ashera. Unlike any domestic cat, the Ashera was said to be a genetic fusion between 3 different species: the African serval, the Asian leopard cat, and a domestic feline. Each cat was bred through advanced gene selection, designed not only for beauty but for rarity. The company promised that only a handful would ever exist, no more than 100 in the entire world. Each one would be delivered with a microchip, a custom genetic certificate, and an air of mystery. Buyers were told they were purchasing more than a pet. They were owning a living piece of luxury, a biological work of art. It was a marketing masterpiece. Within weeks, the world's elite lined up: celebrities, CEOs, and collectors, all wanting to claim a piece of this feline legend. At first glance, the Ashera looks like something out of a royal painting, a creature sculpted by evolution and refined by human hands. Its body is long and athletic, stretching up to 1.2 meters from nose to tail, with a lean, graceful frame that moves like liquid gold. Every step it takes feels intentional, elegant, powerful, and mesmerizing. The Ashera's fur is its crown, a soft, golden coat marked with exquisite leopard-like spots and faint stripes down its legs, shimmering under the light as if each hair was brushed with bronze. Its eyes, piercing amber or emerald green, seem to look right through you, with the calm intelligence of a creature that knows it's rare. This is not just a cat. It's a living piece of art. The Ashera doesn't need to do anything to impress you. It just exists, and the world can't help but stare. Behind that royal appearance lies a personality that surprises almost everyone who meets the Ashera. Despite its wild ancestry, the serval's grace, the leopard cat's agility, this feline carries itself with a calm dignity. It doesn't rush, it doesn't demand attention. It simply exists, confident, poised, and deeply aware of its surroundings. Owners describe it as affectionate but independent, a companion that chooses love on its own terms. When it bonds deeply. The Ashera greets its favorite humans with soft head bumps, gentle purring, and sometimes a quiet gaze that feels almost human. It loves warmth, tall spaces, and long moments by the window where sunlight paints its coat in gold. It walks the room as if inspecting a kingdom, silent but sovereign. In many ways, the Ashera isn't just a pet. It's a presence, a reminder that beauty can be both wild and peaceful, fierce and tender, powerful and gentle all at once. Perfection always comes at a price, and for the Ashera, that price is nothing short of extraordinary. Owning one of these rare felines can cost up to $125,000, more than a brand new Tesla or a year's tuition at an Ivy League university. But what exactly are you paying for? Each Ashera was said to be hand-selected, genetically verified, and bred in ultra-controlled environments. Owners didn't just receive a pet, they were delivered an experience. A white glove service, airport delivery, health certification, microchip registration, even a private concierge for aftercare. To many, this wasn't just about owning a cat. It was about owning the rarest expression of luxury life could offer. A symbol that whispered wealth, exclusivity, and taste, all in the form of a living, breathing masterpiece. But for others, the question lingered: can beauty truly be bought? But behind the glittering image of perfection, a shadow began to form. Not long after the Ashera's rise to fame, whispers started spreading through the cat breeding community. Something didn't quite add up. Scientists and geneticists began to question Lifestyle Pets' claims. Was the Ashera truly a new species, or just a clever rebranding of an existing one? Then came the DNA tests. Independent studies revealed shocking results. The Ashera's genetic code was nearly identical to that of the Savannah cat, a hybrid breed that had already existed for years. The supposed new creation wasn't so new after all. It turned out that lifestyle pets had simply taken savanna cats, themselves rare and beautiful, and sold them under a different name, with a luxury markup that reached 6 figures. The world that once saw the Ashera as a miracle now saw it as a myth, a story too perfect to be true. Yet even after the truth came out, the legend didn't die. The Ashera had already transcended its origins. It had become a symbol, a fantasy of wealth, exclusivity, and desire that no DNA test could erase. Even after the truth was revealed, the Ashera didn't fade into obscurity. It became something else entirely. It was no longer just a cat. It was a statement. In a world obsessed with exclusivity and image, the Ashera evolved from a biological creation into a cultural icon. Celebrities, luxury collectors, and influencers still flaunted them on social media, in glossy magazine covers, and at high society events. To own an Ashera wasn't about companionship, it was about prestige. It said, "I can have what others can't." Its very existence blurred the line between living creature and luxury object. Draped on velvet sofas, photographed beside designer handbags, these cats became living symbols of the elite, rare, untouchable, and endlessly desired. But perhaps what made the Ashera truly powerful wasn't its price or even its mystery. It was the way it mirrored human nature. Our endless desire to possess beauty, to own the unattainable, to make the extraordinary ours. In the end, the story of the Ashera isn't just about a cat. It's about us. It's about what we value, what we chase, and what we believe beauty means. The Ashera began as a dream, the perfect fusion of nature and luxury. But along the way, it became something more, a mirror reflecting human desire. Our endless hunger for uniqueness, our obsession with perfection, our need to own what cannot be owned. Maybe the true price of the Ashera wasn't $125,000. Maybe it was the illusion, the idea that beauty has to be bought, that status defines worth. Because in the quiet moments, when the cameras are gone and the lights fade, the Ashera is still just a cat, soft, breathing, alive, unaware of the legend it became. And perhaps that's the most beautiful truth of all. Would you spend $125,000 for the world's rarest cat? Or would you rather adopt one that loves you just the same? Tell us in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more cat stories.